Hello everyone, this is Mastermind with Master Today I'm going to do a little different. Here we have Miss Alicia, my wife.
Hello.
We just decided to discuss a little bit about our last competition. It was very good, and it's always good to discuss with my wife. She's the wise one in our family. So we relating some experience that we had about the competition. So that's what we're gonna do, and we are going to change our spot, and you're going to sit in front of me.
Sure.
You're gonna do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So Alicia, I had a very great experience this time. Especially every year I see parents participating, but in a way that kids, we witness same kids that last year struggle, and this year I see completely different attitude.
More
And
loose, right?
not only loose, but more confidence.
More confident.
Yeah, I have seen their confidence level boost, and they are more focused, executing every step that they need to, and they did awesome way. So I was very pleased. A lot of volunteers, a lot of parents who tried to help us as much as they could. One of the things that I noticed, there was parents who volunteering, but when I enter, it's a windy day and it was like full of leaves, and I was thinking, whoa, look at all these leaves. I was thinking about cleaning. That's not our school, that's just a renting place, it's just outside entrance area, but there was parents who was cleaning. When I reach out to corner and then I turn around and I saw some parents was volunteering at the same time was cleaning. And I was entering and I asked everybody, my team, and they say, he just started cleaning. I think there was really like black belt attitude and mindset. And he has son that is black belt, and he been participating this event for many years. And I can see that the parents' mindset even is what we are teaching here.
It is awesome.
Yeah, so I was very pleased to see that. That was the first step that I was very, very glad to see. And then number two, when I enter this time, a lot of parents was very creative way of cheering kids. They brought the big signs and they,
That's cute.
yes, you can.
Yes, that's cute.
Yeah, all that, it was very, very exciting to see that. There was probably this discussion is a little bit more towards the parents this time. And the most important thing that I wanted to just discuss with you about my own experience, and it's something that I'd like to just discuss a little bit because it's important for their life as parents, how what to do and what not to do.
What not to do.
There was a boy, his little eagle, and we have this electronic target system, and you have to hit each. We have some rules that everybody just teaching them before the competition starts. So they've been practicing. Somehow the boy that day, out of all excitement, he didn't touch. He had to do certain angle, and he need to hit as fast as they can. So there was 3 or 4 kids.
So he could score, right?
Yeah. So each hit is one score, and then TV is showing the numbers. So he was doing very fast, but without touching on the air.
So cute.
He was doing. It was cute.
He was excited.
Yeah, everybody just screaming, and you have to touch, hit the target. And I've seen his father came, and he was just right next to him, shouting towards to him, hit the target. And he was just keep saying, and the boy was more excited, but he was faster, but he wasn't teaching. So his score was without any increasing numbers. So everybody else was touching. So end up the game. I was concerned about that excitement of doing it and frustration that everybody was feeling about The
Their
boy
own
is
kid.
not doing it, and father was next to him and then shouting and with loud voice trying to tell him to do the right thing and end up not doing it. Now, I was very impressed. I was very glad to see his father's reaction right after the game is over. This is what happened. I was just concerned that he's gonna get mad and all that.
Yeah.
But he just turned around. He was laughing. He looked at the ceiling. He was laughing loud.
Wow, that's so cute. He was
That's
involved.
awesome.
He was involved with the son.
I think he know how to look at things
Yes.
when frustration comes. As parents, we don't see that, and most of the time, this is the reason that I wanted to just talk to you about. Do you remember when Natalia was competing?
Yes.
A very competitive level, and we wanted to qualify for the national teams and all that.
Yes.
And she been traveling with me so many per year 30 different trips each month, like
Yeah.
3 times, two or
Yes.
3 times each month. We've been traveling in all over out of the country many times. And whenever she was doing that, one of the competition in Olympic, Colorado Springs Olympic Trainer Center, and ESPN was there, and TV station, and the people interviewing, and there was Grand Prix final, and that was very, very impressive. She climbed up all the way to national competition. National competition, she won, and then from there, qualifier in her category to compete with last 4 qualified students. And you came with us.
Yes. I
And
remember.
that day, what happened was she could win the girl. And I
Yeah.
have seen, and I knew that she can win. Somehow, last second, I don't remember exactly what happened, but I think it was one of my biggest frustration part, that all she needed to do is not entering, not doing anything, but just wait to 5 seconds to over.
To be over.
And I think what she did is she's trying to make more.
More points.
Then she win the fight.
Yeah.
I think she, out of trying to do her best, I think didn't listen, and she just entered the zone of danger zone, that what we call, and contact zone, and she got hit last second, and she lost. Something like that happened, and I was so frustrated.
Frustrated.
My frustration was it was very difficult for me being father and coach for Natalia, and I trying to always make balance out of it, and I'm trying to be having a fun with her, and at the same time trying to give everything that I supposed to give to her. But that day, I was frustrating myself. And when you saw me, way I was talking to Natalia, I was mad at her, and we came all the way to here. You reached all the way to up there. All you needed to do, have a little bit of patience and listen to me carefully, and do your last 5 seconds carefully. And you just didn't. That step, you didn't take it, and you lost. So I was angry, and when you saw me, I saw your face was so frustrated, and you told me, Aaron, is this what you're trying to do? No more competition. That's what you said to me. No more competition. You're not going to go competition. When boss say no more competition means no more competition.
No competition.
And when I heard that, and I was frustrated at the same time, I recognized I did wrong. I had hard time to get everything
To get it
getting
down,
together.
yes.
I couldn't get
Yeah,
together.
because it's not easy. Oof.
It is because my
you-
head was hot,
Yes.
and this was the lifetime opportunity that she
Yeah.
was looking for. And if that's the case, she was qualified.
But
So
it's difficult. We have to put our mind sometimes in the child's perspective.
that's
And
right.
that is not easy.
that's where my next subject is. What happened was my ego and the way I won. Child is supposed to listen to me. Of course, he was very competitive level, and she been training for hours, years. So she trained. She know how to do that. But of course, there was pressure was high, and that last minute, she wanted to just. I can win this.
Give it all. Just leave me. Let me do it.
So, but bottom line, I realized, honestly, I can tell you, it was my ego. It was my ego, and I'm just trying to use my daughter to win the way I want, and what that makes satisfaction and strategy that it works, and demonstrating myself and to whole world that we did it. So I learned that lesson.
Yes.
And I have seen during the competition very similar cases. And one of the things that I realized, a lot of parents was very supportive, but out of supportive, but because once, especially all fathers, right? We are very competitive, and we want.
Yes.
If it's the rule game, we want to know.
Yes.
And but at the same time, many times, and we make sure every single each class, we teach the rule.
Yes.
We announce the rule.
Yes.
It's not only intended to only student, but our parents.
For the parents to know.
So I always
so
have.
they can support.
I have meeting with my staff, and we just make sure everybody understand, including parents, because many times they don't understand the game rules, how it works.
They get trapped with.
And the same day, actual day, everybody is just frustrated. But obviously, they are coming twice, 3 times a week, and every time, and they are busy. So we understand that they don't pay attention sometimes. They miss out the opportunity of learning some of rules. So that's what happened. And I wanted to, whenever I saw the parents who gets frustrated, I see reaction of a student, and they get frustrated. Their discouragement of losing, plus the pressure of parents of, I let them down, I let him down, let her down, and that pressure was great. The reason why I've discovered, because time to time I see some kids are broken heart, or they lost and they start crying. There was two or three different way of the reason why I discovered that they're crying. So many times, some kids losing by lower rank belt, they feel frustrated because they feel like they fail. It's more than just fighting with the same level of belt rank. It hurts more in their feelings. But I was just telling all of my students that who are suffering by that, and you should focus what is the most important. What is the most important question is what you can learn from this fight. Or this game. How can you improve? That's the most important.
Better?
And then that difference of belt rank, everybody has different abilities. Because of one rank higher, that's 2 months earlier they sign up the belt. So it means nothing.
Exactly.
This journey is not matter of 2 months. You should supposed to have much faster, stronger, or higher that you can kick. It's matter of years of training. So I was trying to just explain to the kids and students, and some of them understood, some of them out of frustration, it took longer time. And number 2, I have seen some parents that get frustrated. So the kids feel that, and somehow even they are saying otherwise, still encouraging them, but kids are crying because I let them down. Why are you crying? are you crying because you lost? And so I'm okay, but
Didn't
I
even
feel
know.
I
Yeah.
feel
It's
bad
scary.
about my parents, what they are thinking about me, or things like
Yes,
that.
yes.
It's not my story. It was what I heard from a student many times. So it is important for us to giving them full support,
Of
because what they are looking for through this experience, what we are trying to achieve, is not how many medals you are achieved this year, but of course that symbol is important. That's the reason that they participate. Of course, if you have more confidence, but the most important thing is not number of medals, but how they are going to face failures, face second place, face third place, and still what kind of attitude
Yes.
am I going to have?
Exactly.
The biggest support is parents,
Parents.
but sincere support.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter, I'm struggling, my face still cannot smile, but if I say to Natalia, and she knows,
Yes.
she knows that I'm just saying the word, but I'm frustrated.
Yes.
But like that father, that he was laughing really loud,
Yes.
and
That,
he
that
was
was
just
cute though. Yeah.
is one of the things that I learned. That lesson is just life perspective. Well, what am I trying to do here?
Exactly.
Why am I having my heart rate going so fast and my
Yes.
blood pressure is high?
So high.
But through this experience, the most dangerous thing that I think is where my value coming from. I don't want our student to have wrong idea. If I win, I'm validated. If I lose,
Yeah.
I'm disappointed.
Yes.
I'm mistake.
Yes.
And my mistake make everybody frustrated. If they grow up with their mindset that way, what's gonna happen if they not successful? I'm not worthy.
Yeah, that's a very dangerous zone.
It's very dangerous. If I fail, I don't deserve anything in this life.
Yes.
If I fail, I let everybody down. Everybody is supposed to not love me. That's very, very scary, and it can affect our student greater way if this age group and when they experience losing, and then my loved ones is disappointing on me in my action and my best. I did my best till I lost.
Yes.
And there's always somebody faster than me. There's always somebody that can kick higher than me. So we don't want to give them the wrong idea about their value. It's reflecting based on what they achieve.
Exactly.
Otherwise, they are not going to be happy in their life. And then another thing that I was thinking is that wrong idea about people pleasing.
Yes.
Trying to
Try to be there for them.
and then fear of failure.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing that the person can have. Fragile confidence.
Yes.
That's another issue. And unhealthy perfectionist that they become.
Yeah.
And everything need to be perfect. If it's not perfect, I'm not happy today.
Yeah.
And they get frustrated. So that's the concern that I always express to my team and our staff and masters. And be careful. And I want to make sure our parents are also in same page whenever we are doing this properly. And then whenever we are facing those moments, it doesn't matter if Taekwondo competition, or it doesn't matter if it's their math test result, or whatever they are facing, and their essays, SAT result numbers. We have to make sure before we speak up, am I dealing with this really with love? Or is this my ego?
Yes.
My ego is really big, so I'm always having a hard time.
Yeah, all of us have something like that.
You are a wise one. You do really good, and sometimes I have to learn from my failure and my mistake, because I see you handling much better than me in this kind of cases. At the same time, our students and our children, they should know that no matter what, I love you, and you should growing stronger out of this experience.
Of course.
If we express and deliver that message to our student and our children, they're gonna feel good about
anything they
any
do.
failure.
Anything they do.
We all fail all the
Exactly.
time, and
We're not perfect.
we have to be friend of failure. We have to be thriving while we are failing. How many times successful people fail?
Yes.
99 times.
Yes.
And how many times they get success? The last one that they try one more time and they hit the jackpot. So it is important them to feel comfort. When I fail, first person that they need to feel like I want to be is with my mom, with my dad. Instead of I fail, I want to hide somewhere.
I don't want to know.
That's very dangerous.
Yes.
And I don't want any of my kids, including my wife, you, that hide from me because of you fail. Hide from me because you couldn't do something that we've been planning. Or after everything that we did, result is not as we expected. That's when I want to be a kind of father or husband that my arm is open and you can come to me and you can have some rest.
So that goes also for the students.
Our students should feel
The same way.
That should feel safe place where presence of mom and dad and loving people, they should feel safe, not
the other way.
The other way, opposite way. And this is another experience that we used to deal. And if you ask any masters in my age or a little younger even, they all had that experience. That's the reason that they changed Taekwondo competition to electronic system. Before electronic system, what happened was everything is manual.
Wow.
And nobody ever agreed.
Of course.
80s, 90s even, our competition was always like that. 70s even. Masters go coaching me. They supposed to, and if I win, they are happy.
They're fine.
If I lose, what they do, that big fight is always guaranteed.
Wow.
And they even flip the table.
Wow.
And of course, the referee many times is, I'm a senior, and he's supposed to be fair for my student.
Yes.
That kind of attitude,
Younger
right?
one.
So if they don't do that, it's almost like he's not good coach.
Wow.
He's not fighting for me. That's how parents was expecting. That was really bad. It wasn't.
That was not fair.
It was not spirit of real fair
Exactly.
game. When you lose, you lose. That's the reason that doesn't matter how they qualify, but they have trained and they have referee title. Now, I'm reflecting all that. Nowadays, many times we have similar situation. Sometimes as parents, we don't want to accept loss of my child. So what we do, we blame system, we blame referees, we blame game,
Yes.
we blame not fair because my son was small and then all that, or belt color was not fair, weight, it was too much. We always blame.
Yes.
But that, before we say the word in front of our kids, they are very smart, they absorb everything.
Exactly.
It is important reminder that if we do that, kids never learn how to grow out of that experience. They feel like, oh, it was unfair. I could have win. Maybe I'm the one who's supposed to win, but I lost because of what
Yeah.
mom is saying, what
So
dad
they're
is
growing
saying.
that little thing in their own hearts. That's not good.
That's not good.
Mm.
Even that's true, we cannot say that.
No, we can't.
We have to teach them, you lost this time, let's train together. Let's do a
Let's
little
do
bit
better.
more. Let's just focus
Let's
a little
practice
bit more.
more.
Let's talk to master, and we are going to focus on next game. We are going to improve in something. That's the reason that when I coach, I always give them some homework.
Yeah.
Your cut was too low. You don't have enough strength to cut enough, and you have to improve those whatever that is, technical point.
Yes.
And I was trying to give them a cold head, and without emotions, trying to give them that. And also I highlight what they did good.
Yes.
So that way they are very smart, and they know what they did good, what is their strength, and what need to be improved.
Yeah, they're smart. That's true.
So that's important reminder that we don't teach them how to blame. And I have final thoughts of encouragement. The key message that I want to say to myself and to our parents is the most important thing in Taekwondo, and especially is down to competition, it's not about perfection.
It's about perseverance, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Our job is partners and coaches and all of us to support, not pressure. Because pressure is not good.
Yeah.
They already have pressure.
They already
just
have
being
it.
there.
Exactly. Just to have the parents in front of them is enough pressure.
It's harder than what you think
they're
if you
so
are
little,
there.
they're learning everything.
That's right. So another important part is we have to celebrate with effort, but
Acknowledge losses with love, right?
that's correct. If we do that, we can build them up.
Yeah. We can make presidents out of them. It's all
That
about
way,
us. Yeah.
that way we teach them long view of future. That way, our children gonna say, "My dad was there for me.
Yes.
That was big deal because I feel good
Yes.
about. Doesn't matter if I won or I lost.
Yes.
My coach believed in me even when I lost.
Yes.
That kind of word is gonna come out from their
When
mind.
they're growing, yeah.
And failure didn't define me.
Yeah.
It shaped me.
Shape me.
So this was our post-championship mastermind. Let's build, not tear down. Let's encourage with love instead of our own desire is taking over and damaging our students' hearts. So that was my thoughts this time. Thank you
I
for
loved
being
it.
with me today.
It was good. Thank you.